Well, ladies and gentlemen, back in 2016-ish, there was a death in the WWE, and it was the tag team, the American Alpha. I once heard of them back in 2016. I think my first takeover I've ever watched live using the WWE Network was, of course, uh, Takeover Dallas, that people already rank as one of the highest rating takeovers of pretty much all time, and I didn't even care. The main event was pretty underwhelming. One match, in my opinion, was good, and the rest were just basically average. Even the Takeover Tag Team match was as entertaining, if you could say it, but not as memorable because I can't remember average spots other than one time when they doubled German suplex the Revival, and it ended in both guys trying to hold on to each other. Like, it looked a bit silly. But the match itself was alright if you don't like that anything that rushed or forced for you to care about. But other than that, pretty alright. So people are trying to think that I hate the American Alpha. And when I mean people, I mean nobody in the stratosphere who even cares. But if we just look at the standpoint of why in the hell I don't care about the American Alpha, is because we knew they were a ripoff of freaking the world's greatest tag team. That's essentially even hardcore fans were already like given that comparison automatically over the standpoint of they have a black athletic guy that kind of picks up more heads because he's tall, has a better physique than his tag team partner, and he's black. I had to put the pause there to give it a dramatic effect. You know I had to do that. But other than that, all I remember was what they won the tag team titles. Had a like hot potato it around with the Revival in average matches, and then they lost it to the Authors of Pain. No, the Authors of Pain beat DIY. So when they came over to the main roster, every neckbeard erupted into excitement to know, oh my god, we're gonna have him on Raw. They won the SmackDown Tag Team titles at once, and then after they were pushing over the angle for Kurt Angle that know that he has an illegitimate son, and it would be part of an angle to try to literally just slowly get them over. And I would say, okay, they would do Chad Gable. I don't really care. At least they'll do something. They get something to do with these guys. I already feel like it was already ill warranted to push guys that already don't have that much of a personality, because we don't know much about Chad Gable or Jason Jordan except they're just happy to be there. Babyface jobbers that possibly have no oozement to actually entertain a crowd. So that was already falling up to the first part. And Jason Jordan technically had a better individual career than Chad Gable, that literally tagged with everybody under the sun. Like, he jobbed out to the Usos when you were with Shelton Benjamin for a couple times. Even though they were good matches, you still lost like a lot of times. And then his matches with Robert Roode, where he finally got tag team gold, were like looked like his little brother, looked like a jobber over the semblance of it, and those crappy feuds he had with the Authors of Pain, where Jake Maverick pissed on Robert Roode's robe. Like, everything felt so diminishing at that standpoint that you really didn't want to continue watching. So that's literally most of the memorabilia I have watching the American Alpha. Were they average in the ring? Pretty much. Could they be? They would have been better off with just having a decent career as just a forgettable tag team, and just got along with their careers. That's all I could say. Like, no, Jason Jordan had the better one because he had an average more look, and they were pushing over him in the mic, but the fans didn't like him, and already fans were confused because wait, he's black. And people were giving these dumbass assumptions that Kurt Angle, like, had an affair with Charmel for some apparent reason, just to give the relation why he's wrestling. That's technically it. Oh god, Gable was called Shorty G. Holy crap, that was bad. Uh, Other than that, they were like bland athletes that people were trying to mask over that they had something going for themselves. And I'm not trying to bury them entirely. It's just like, even with or without them, it really didn't change the state of the company. Like, legitimately. What do you think Chad Gable or Jason Jordan would have done that wouldn't affect anything? They weren't highlight reels over the match. They were an average hot tag spot at best. And we knew who they were ripping off. And I'm not saying that you can't have an uninspiring gimmick. They just didn't have anything different from if we even brung back Shelton Benjamin and frickin' Charlie Haas. Even though we technically did bring back Shelton Benjamin to tag with a white guy again. That also had an amateur background. Oh wow. So it just tells you how WWE really had anything going for these two. Jason Jordan nursing over injuries, got in an affair, and Chad Gable's currently tagging again, because we know he's just going to job out to everybody. So practically, that's the career of these two guys. Hopefully, Jason Jordan at least is healthy enough to not get into controversy, because I don't wish upon that against any man. So that's it coming from the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and be ready, willing, and gay. Full of bull.